Sunday at MetLife Stadium represents a rare point of intersection. Argentina is chasing a fourth consecutive major title, while Spain is attempting to secure their first world crown in over a decade. The ultimate outcome of this highly anticipated final rests entirely on a direct collision between two specific tactical frameworks. Spain arrives as an undefeated side, operating through a high-retention possession architecture. Their opponent, Argentina, utilizes a contrasting model built on situational adaptation and transition-focused resilience. On the pitch, these identities create distinct geometries. Spain maintains a symmetrical passing web against Argentina's compact defensive block. Spain expands outward, covering the pitch to dictate rhythm. Argentina absorbs this expansion, generating a single rapid countervector, piercing the gaps Spain leaves behind. Analyzing this match requires looking at how a rigid, metronomic structure handles an adaptive opponent in a high-attrition environment. Manager Luis de la Fuente has built Spain's current form around the concept of suffocating possession. In this system, holding the ball serves as the primary defensive mechanism. By maintaining retention, Spain prevents the opposition from finding the transitional moments they need to attack. This chart tracks the efficiency of that approach. Across the entire tournament, Spain's high possession rate has resulted in only a single goal conceded. However, this machine depends on one specific tactical node to maintain its distribution. That node is Rodri. He functions as the system's metronome, responsible for the team's spatial distribution. Mapping his role shows Rodri at the center of the pitch, radiating high-frequency passing vectors connecting the wings. His specific rhythm maintains structural integrity. When opponents launch a transition, the attempt often fails against this symmetrical structure. Bypassing this central hub is necessary for any opponent attempting to create meaningful pressure against the Spanish backline. There is a known limitation to rigid possession. Against a deep, disciplined defensive block, the play can become predictable and sterile. Breaking that rigidity requires entropy, a chaotic, unpredictable element that forces the defensive block to fracture. Lamine Yamal serves as that specific variable within the Spanish machine. Positionally, Yamal acts as an asymmetric threat, establishing a radius of spatial control on the right flank. He consistently receives the ball wide, engages in direct dribbling, and cuts inside onto his left foot, fracturing the geometric shape of the defending team. He differs from the rest of the Spanish system. While his teammates prioritize passing within a network, Yamal operates as a pure dribbler. He provides the anomaly Spain needs to transform ball control into actual penetration in the final third. Argentina's model under Lionel Scaloni is defined by situational adaptability rather than a fixed commitment to ball control. This is evident in their tournament history. They have repeatedly survived high-attrition game states, maintaining their composure even when trailing against aggressive opponents. This model has required a shift in how Argentina utilizes their primary offensive focal point, Lionel Messi. At 39, he no longer carries the burden of 90-minute tempo dictation, moving instead into a specialized, low-mobility role. This heat map shows his evolution. Messi now drops from a forward position into a deep central pocket between the opposing midfield and defense. From here, he launches high-efficiency passing vectors to forward runners, prioritizing assists over solo runs. This role supports Argentina's overall strategy. The team defends as a collective to ensure survival, then relies on the efficient transitional play of one player to decide the match. The forecast for this match suggests a specific dynamic: Spain's ball retention against Argentina's defensive patience. Zlatan Ibrahimovic has noted the specific danger Argentina faces if they begin hunting the ball against Spain's passing rhythm. This diagram shows the mechanical failure state. If Argentina loses discipline and breaks their block to press high, the defensive structure collapses. Spain's passing vectors can instantly bypass an uncoordinated press, allowing them to exploit the spatial gaps left behind by hunting players. The requirement for Argentina is clear. They must maintain their shape without the ball, regardless of the duration of Spanish possession. They must absorb the pressure and wait for Spain's shape to expand before attempting to exploit a transition. Ultimately, the match functions as a test of spatial discipline for Argentina against the mechanical precision of Spain. Bringing these two tactical architectures together reveals the exact point of collision on the pitch. These visuals show the overlapping priorities. On the left, Rodri's central passing. On the right, Messi's creative pocket. As the two systems merge, they create a high-density zone of conflict precisely in the central midfield circle. Control of this specific central real estate will likely determine the final outcome. For Spain, the path to victory lies in maintaining their metronomic possession without a structural error. For Argentina, success depends on spatial discipline and the ability to strike during a transitional window. Thierry Henry has emphasized that while tactics provide the foundation, the execution remains unpredictable. Individual outliers like Messi or Yamal can bypass even the most rigorous tactical models through a single moment of execution. This final serves as a test of a rigid architectural system against an adaptive problem-solving machine.